Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into one of the most compelling psychological dramas in ancient history,
Oh, absolutely.
the conflict between King Saul and David. Our mission is to really analyze Saul's spiraling fear based on what we see in 1 Samuel 18.
Right. And the central question is just so fascinating. Why would this powerful, established king become so terrified of a young up-and-comer?
Exactly. It wasn't just about physical strength. The source material shows it was deeply psychological
Mm,
and spiritual.
it really was. I mean, Saul wasn't initially thrilled with David. The whole Goliath thing was a massive win for everyone. But that wasn't the catalyst for the fear
No, the real turning point was that song.
in the song.
The text says the women came out singing, Saul has slain his thousands and David his 10,000s. That one line it changed everything, didn't it?
It completely reframed the situation. Suddenly, David isn't a hero fighting for Saul. He's a competitor, a rival. And Saul's first thought is, what more can he get but the kingdom?
And that jealousy, that complex, it morphs pretty quickly into this really deep terror, the first face of his fear.
Yeah, the fear of the spiritual void. The text is so blunt about it. It says, the Lord had departed from Saul and was with David.
So let's unpack that for a second. What does that actually mean for a king to feel the Lord is departed?
Well, the sources define it as this moment where absence meets presence. It's a total psychological collapse.
Okay.
Imagine, you've always felt this divine power, this favor, and then suddenly it's just gone. There's an emptiness.
And worse, you can see the person next to you is now glowing with it.
Exactly. It's like you've become darkness in the presence of this brilliant light. It's a spiritual inferiority that just eats away at you.
So his first move is a human one, a strategic one. He tries to get the light away from him.
He demotes David, pushes him out of the palace, makes him a captain over 1,000 men. Basically, he exiles him from the inner circle.
But David's reaction to that is
Yeah.
is key, right?
It's everything. He doesn't complain. He doesn't scheme. The text says he behaved wisely in all his ways.
And that wisdom isn't about being politically clever.
No, not at all. It's defined as faithful obedience. Just focusing on the task at hand, even when the situation is completely unfair. And because of that, God was able to stay with him.
Which is so ironic because Saul's plan to get rid of him actually ends up being this incredible leadership training for David in public.
It totally backfires. And seeing that failure, seeing David succeed even more after the demotion, that triggers the second wave of fear.
And this one seems even worse.
It is. It's the fear of utter powerlessness.
How can a king, an absolute monarch, feel powerless? He can do anything he wants.
But he can't. He tried everything. He has all the authority, all the power, and he even gets personal. He throws a spear at David twice.
Right.
And he misses both times. Think about that. The king himself tries to assassinate this young man, and he can't even touch him.
So he realizes he's not fighting David anymore.
He's fighting something else, a higher power. And that's terrifying. He realizes all his plans, all his authority, it's all useless against whatever is protecting David.
And the final piece of this, the tragic irony, is that while Saul is just stewing in his palace, isolated in his paranoia,
David is winning over everyone. The text says, all Israel and Judah loved David.
so Saul's attempts to destroy David actually just made him the people's true leader.
Exactly. And if we bring that into our own lives, I mean, we all do this, right? We feel threatened and we grab for that spear of envy or calculation. We think if we can just control the situation or remove the person.
We'll be safe.
Hmm.
But that spear, it only ever wounds the person holding it. It just leads to more isolation, more fear.
David's path was the opposite. He just kept holding his harp, you could say. He stayed focused, he was faithful, and he understood that his security wasn't in his own hands.
So at the end of the day, the real takeaway here isn't about a better strategy.
No, it's that true peace, true victory. It comes from realizing that Emmanuel, that idea of a presence with us, is what gives us the strength to face down any worldly threat. That's the lesson Saul just couldn't learn.